Hello fellow detectorists, yes, here we are again. This is of course permission number 3 again. I'm back out up here, back out on the field that I was on my last video where I had a couple of nice finds. It is 8:30 in the morning, well 8:25 in the morning. It is the 28th of June and it is a Sunday. Now I chose to come out on the Sunday this weekend just because the weather yesterday wasn't very good. The afternoon wasn't too bad, but most of the morning we had rain here, so I gave it a miss. Sunday's weather forecast looked better, so that's why we're here today. But anyway, we're back on this field here. It's looking good. We had a bit of rain last night, even though the ground still looks quite dry. But we'll give it a go here. I'll try and spend all day here if I can, because it is perfect conditions here really. And I did have some nice finds, so I'm going to give it a good go. The field is a decent size. Like I say, it's a very narrow field and widens out at the top. But anyway, we'll give it a go. Somebody did leave a message for me and told me what this item was. Now, if you remember in my last video, I found it quite early on. It was about my second or third find, I think, up on the other field, on the other side of permission number 3. Now this, apparently, could very well be, whether it is or whether it isn't, I don't know. I hope that it is. But I've been told that it could very well be a Roman dagger pommel. I did look on the finds.org website, and there's quite a few of these sort of things on there, this sort of shape. They do vary slightly as well. And one of the likely answers is possibly a dagger pommel. So that's good, that's nice. If that is what that is, then I'm really happy about that, because it's not only the fact that I found it, but as usual with these situations, it's what I might find in the future, which is more exciting really. But anyway, make sure I keep hold of that. If you know any better, please let me know. But that's what I've been told anyway. Lovely. Anyway, let's carry on here today, and we'll see what our first find is. Bye for now. Here we go folks, this is our first find, and it is what's left of a thimble. It gave me about 55 I think in the ground, but it's quite a nice signal, so I dug it. Anyway, let's carry on. That's our first find. Bye for now. Here we go folks, our next find is a fragment of something, but it has got some detail on it. I think it's part of one of these hollow buttons, these military type buttons, but I could be wrong. it could be something else, but if you recognise that detail on there, then please let me know. But it's very, very thin. I don't think it's that old. Anyway, let's carry on. And we've got our next find, folks, and it is quite a tiny little, quite a small little buckle, and it looks very old, this one. Tiny little one. It's got iron sort of corrosion in the middle of it, where I'm guessing the pin is corroded away. It could be a little spur buckle, but that one looks quite rough to me, quite old. Anyway, we'll see what the next one is. There is quite a few finds, I think, still to be had on this field here. I get the impression, though, some of these fields up here on permission number 3 probably haven't even been detected before, so I hope I'm right on that one. But anyway, we'll carry on. Here we are, folks. Next target, and it is our first coin. Not that old, 1916 I think this is. It's a George the... Is it George V? Yeah, King George V, 1916. I saw the date on the back, down the bottom there. That's our first coin. George V halfpenny. Lovely. Of course, these are still in quite good condition. Anyway, let's carry on. Here we go, folks, our next target, and it is another little buckle. This one's a little bit bigger. Not quite, it's still got the pin on this one. Not quite sure what that would have been on. It's a bit small for a shoe buckle. That's nice. Anyway, let's see what the next one is. It's me only saying, I think it was last weekend, that I haven't found, or thinking to myself, I haven't found many buckles lately. And of course, they all start coming out. Anyway, let's carry on. Hi folks, we've got our next find, and it's another key. I had a key, what was it, last weekend, the weekend before? This one, I would have said at first it was a barrel tap key, but I don't think it is. the end part, the key part, is too small, I think, for a barrel tap key. So this is probably a clock case key, or maybe some kind of box key, something like that. It looks a bit more modern, this one, but I would guess that that's probably something like a clock case key, because it's a bit small for a barrel tap key. They're normally a bit bigger and have sort of diamond shaped ends to them. Anyway, let's carry on. Here we go, folks. Our next find is a piece of lead, but I've never found a piece of lead this shape before. Now you might say straight away, oh, it's a spindle whorl, but no, I don't think that is. The hole is really big. It looks rather crude. Next thing I would think of would be like a pot mend or something like that, but not with a hole through it like that. I've never found a bit of lead like that before. Like I say, it's too crude to be a spindle whorl. Anyway, let's carry on. Here we go, folks. We just had our next find, and it was practically on the surface, but it is another little bit of lead. Now, as you can see, this is quite interesting. It's sort of butterfly shaped, and it's got over on this side what looks to be a bit like a fleur-de-lis. That's interesting. But it's definitely shaped. Anyway, let's see what the next one is. Here we go, folks. We've got our next find, and it is in the clod, and I've got a funny feeling this is going to be a buckle. It looks like a buckle to me at the moment, but let's get this out and see. Oh, it's half a buckle. Make sure the other half isn't there. Last weekend it was all the coins, and today it seems like it's the buckles. That one looks like it might be quite old. What most call what would have been a spectacle buckle, I suppose. So that's nice. We'll carry on. See what we find next. Hello folks, now as you can see I've come up onto a different field now. I had to take cover because we had a couple of heavy rain showers came over a little while ago, over the last hour or so. So I took the opportunity on the second one to come up to a different field. I thought I'd give it a go back up here. I had some finds on the field next door last weekend that were quite nice. And straight away I've come onto the field here and I've had this. Now, I don't know what that is. It might be something really obvious. It looks like a foot. It looks quite old. What that is, I don't know. Maybe somebody out there will know. Anyway, we'll carry on. Hello folks, we just had another find. I've come onto the field next door and it's that look. Now, I don't know if you can see that on there, but there's like a fleur-de-lis on this piece of lead. It was a type of stud. It might have been a bag seal. But I've never seen a bag seal like that before. Anyway, I'll get some pictures. I'll give it a bit of a clean up, then get some pictures. And we'll see what we find next. Here we go folks, another find, and it's another buckle. I can't believe that. Quite a small one. I should imagine that probably is a spur buckle this time. Still quite nice. That gave me a good signal. Gave me about 70 odd I think on the display. Anyway, let's carry on. Hello folks, got our next find, and it's quite a nice little button. Yeah, there we go, look. Got quite a nice pattern on there, and it has been gold gilded. That's nice. Anyway, let's carry on. Here we go, folks. It's a bit of a shame, but we got ourselves the very top part of a crotal bell. You don't always find them in one piece. It took me quite a while before I found my first whole one. Always finding bits of crotal bells. Don't very often find that part of it though on its own. Anyway, let's carry on. Oh folks, we just had another find, and it is a coin. Well, I was going to say a coin, but I think this one actually is probably more like a token. I'll just wet it so it's a bit easier to see, but that's it. Yes, there we go, folks. Look, I think this is some kind of a token. It's got the shield on there, and I'm not quite sure actually what is on the back, but I'll try and find a lot better conditioned version of this, and I'll put up pictures of it so that you can see what it should look like. Yeah, that's quite nice. We'll carry on. Yes, here we go, folks. That's what that find is, and it's some kind of, it looks like one of these knobs you get on the top of a tobacco tin, but they're normally made out of lead. This is bronze or something like that. There might even be some kind of pattern on the front of this. Still, I'll give it my usual little soak clean. There's even a bit of colour there as well. Like. Anyway, let's carry on. Here we go, folks, just had another find. It's another coin. I don't get many of these. This time it's a King George III farthing. You might just be able to make out on the bottom there, farthing. And it's in very, very good condition actually for a King George III. It's got the telltale ridge or indentation all the way around on the edge on this. There you go, look. That'll be Georgius the Third. That's great. Like I say, I don't get many of them. Lovely. Let's carry on. Bye for now.